Hello everyone and welcome to the Tank Museum Competition Week 5 Challenge. This week's challenge would be to make a kind of a den, kind of something that you can use to sleep in. Now, I have a tank and I felt like, what can I do to combine this tank, this beautiful thing, the T-34-85 RUDY, with the Tank Museum Competition Challenge? So what I did is look up what exactly would be something that a T-34-85 crew would have to sleep in. So I constructed a sleeping bag at the back, which a T-34-85 has, and as you can see, it's off. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. What will be happening is I will be indeed sleeping the night in the T-34-85 RUDY with the things a T-35 crew member would have to deal with, kind of. This is a 1 to 2 man vehicle, maybe 3 man if you're lucky, and overall I tried to construct and use things on it that while you're sleeping your tank would have. So you have this nice little thing over the tank that would basically be used for, I forgot the word in English for it, but this would basically be used to camouflage your vehicle, to not make it stand out while you're busy having a nap in it. Camouflage it. So I put it over, and it has also a practical use. I used it for protection against, for example, water, kind of, and also things like mosquitoes and stuff like that that could infest my vehicle. Inside the tank, I don't know if it's much visible yet, but inside the tank you should be able to spot later on, once we move inside the tank, there is actually the mattress, which would be the sleeping bag from back here. I also have special things that we will be able to take a look at from the inside. Now, a quick word of caution: I am not professional within the kind of the video department on the thing I'm using, and maybe if this video cuts out, I will have to split it up into a few parts if I don't manage to pause the video correctly, and it will be split up if I don't do that. So just a quick word of caution, that if this video doesn't conclude correctly, that must be because it cut out accidentally, and I will be continuing the saga on a different part. So join me in the inside. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the inside. Oh my god. Whew. Whew. Okay, we've got a nice lamp station over here. You've got a thermos can up here, just a cap. We've got another lamp over here. Here's the main mattress. Here's where my sleeping, my carpet kind of thing. My pillow. Here in the corner is actually what, of course, a T-34-85 crew would use as the helmet. Quite a beautiful thing. I got it, and I can be using this to kind of relax. And oh my word, I have it's quite the experience. In the corner here I also have a military jacket, beautiful, and definitely in here, when you have fear of close and confined spaces, this would be a nightmare for you. The tank looks like it's crying all the time. It has splitters of colors. It has areas where there's screws sticking out. But this is putting yourself into the minds of the crew. This would be a war situation, so a few screws and mispaintings wouldn't really matter too much to you, would it? So you have your secondary gun here, you have your vision slots for the driver here, you have the main driving gear as once shown in here, quite beautiful. My front left wheel is a bit skew, leading me to believe that this tank is mainly good for industrial use, so it can be stationary on ground. and grass, but it's better used on industrial roads and stuff like that. So I have things to keep me busy here. I'll just watch a few YouTube videos. I have a can full of tea, because that's what you need for ultimate crew effectiveness. My break there. And yeah, this is where I will be leaving it off until something fascinating happens. Or up until the next morning if nothing fascinating happens, but I'm sure something fascinating will happen. So strap in, as we will be making our way through the tank. Up there is also the way out of the tank, which is now barricaded because of the net. So literally the only way in and out of the tank right now is this door right here, which would be the driver's way of getting in and out. The commander's cupola up here is locked. So join me as we will be going together through this tight little adventure. If this cuts out, this will be a part 2. If not, I will see you later. Okay, we're continuing on the saga of me being inside the tank. Now, what's been going on lately? I've burned through 3/4 of the tea inside this thermos can, and got to say, I'm very proud of this tank because it does build its own vacuum. And oh, hello, chicka. So yeah, I'm very proud of this overall vacuum that this tank can create, because the inside is completely warm in opposite to the outside world. Like, you can clearly tell there's a coldness outside instead of the inside, which is quite warm. So, what else? My battery's out on the first thing, 3/4 done with my turbo scan, and anything else? I've just been really getting used to the climate inside of this vehicle. This is obviously no war situation, but remember, this vehicle is built for overall one man. This is all the space I have, and I'm proud of it. Like, this is a place I can clearly go through and just live in, and it's been pretty great, and because it was so warm, I took off my top. Now I'm only on the pajamas. My top and my military uniform is here. My top's actually down here, and yeah, everything else is pretty okay. The only thing I'm again concerned about is... Okay, so clearly it cut me off here. I mean, it was gonna happen sooner or later, so this is now part 2 of the saga of me inside my tank. So again, as we left off, or as the video cut out, this axle is the only thing I'm concerned about, because the metal... I don't know how I'm gonna be able to demonstrate this quite well, but the metal down here, this stuff is kind of yanked to the side like that, while the wheel is quite straight. So I do hope that this won't break under pressure, and I hope that the other wheels can cope with it as well. I'm gonna actually go down into this perspective. Hopefully you can see something better down there. So again, quite sorry, I had to split this up into 2 fragments, but my iPad, it seems like it gave up there. So yeah, we're gonna see how it continues on later down the video. Yeah, let's hope it does. It will be quite well. I have high hopes. Let's hope the video doesn't cut me out too much, does it? So, a quick little update on the situation. It's 22:26 at nighttime. My tea is running out. The night's been going pretty nice. I'm busy enjoying another cup of tea. I had a little battery problem with my left lamp, but the rest is pretty amazing. The only thing I'm worried about is really just the tea running out, which is pretty nice. Me having to go in the toilet would be another big thing that would be annoying. The going in and out of the tank process is really frustrating if you have to do it over and over again. And then just the sleeping position, because of the fact that there's a desk above me. I always have to kind of kneel downwards like this to get out normally. Not nice, but I hope
I hope the night will be going pretty normal overall. And I did have only one mosquito problem. The only animal coming into the tank was a one little mosquito, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty clean right now. I did get another sack to use to sleep, but the rest is pretty amazing. The tank is going pretty well, and the night is going pretty amazingly as well. I'll see you again on another update, or another episode if it isn't lucky. Okay, it's 23:40 right now at night time. You can definitely feel the difference in temperature all the time. There's clearly a difference. You've got your second insect entering my base over there. For logistical reasons, I've went into a sleeping bag instead of this, just because of temperature reasons as well. It's not good in the long run. You can clearly also hear nature at its finest, a lot of birds, and quite the conditions. And due to the fact that my tank is kind of tilted this way, whenever I go down, it's like you feel like you're falling, kind of going down further than you were supposed to, but it's still pretty successful. This might be my first night, depending on how it turns out. I might make a second night of this, so strap in. This might be very much the last broadcast of the night, and I will maybe see you in the morning next time. So until the next time, I will see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I have just woken up. It's been quite the night, I will tell you, and I will definitely, I feel like, repeat this and take out all of the unnecessary stuff to just get full effectiveness in this vehicle to try and have a better night. Maybe I reposition this vehicle again, because there was definitely complications in the night, but at the end I made it through, and it was a fun experience. So join me when I will be making my way outside. So this should conclude the Tank Museum Competition Week 5 challenge. Depending on how it ends up, I might repeat it, but it was definitely an experience nonetheless, and I look forward to seeing the results. Everything is already packed in and returned to its normal glory, except for the main gun, which was quite damaged because of it becoming filled with water. But the rest is fine, and I will see you on the next one.